Hello everyone, Eric here. Today I'm going to do a walk around of this 1992 John Deere 650G. This dozer is a continuation or an improvement over the 350C and B models. It's got a different engine than the 350C and B models. The 350 dozers were built from 1962 on up through 1979, and the earlier ones featured the gasoline 4-cylinder engine. The later ones featured the 4-cylinder non-turbocharged diesels. This one has a 4-cylinder diesel, and I'm going to get on with the walk around. Now, as I said before, the 650G is not a 350 in any way, shape, or form, but as far as its application and capabilities go, it is very similar. I was kind of using the 350 as a kind of a comparison to the 650 since they're very similar as far as their sizes go. If you're curious as to what a 350 looks like, just look it up. They're very common. Anyways, so I got permission today to do a little walk around on this 650, so I'm going to start out at the front here with this heavy grill guard. It's a shaft screen and a grill guard. They keep the mud and chaff out of the grill. And then they got the reinforced blade on the front. The previous models, the 650 is a really big improvement over the 350s. And we'll go on to the back. We'll pass across the side here, and we'll go on to the back, and I'll show you the winch on the back here. A lot of these down south for pipe laying have the winches. This one has a winch for pulling logs out of the woods here. I know that on the earlier ones they had the Heister winches, and later on John Deere started making their own winches. And I know Caterpillar got a lot of their winches from Heister as well. But I do love that old school John Deere logo on the back. That's a very cool logo. You just can't get enough of that. Got your heavy duty fuel tank on the back. I don't know the capacity of the fuel tank, but I know that they're pretty much the same. As you can see, this machine has got general wear. You know, you got the sprocket. It's got, you know, pretty generic wear on it, not too worn out. And then if you go up to the front, the idler sprocket, that's a little bit more worn than the rear one, but like I said, this machine, not too much wear on it. What else? Yeah, so not sure if you could see through here, but now you really can't see through there. But it's got the pretty basic generic John Deere 4-cylinder diesel. This one does have a mechanical injector system on it, and yeah, it's a nifty little dozer. It kind of reminds me of the International dressers, the older ones, as far as its size goes. I think that these were kind of in direct competition with International back then. One of the first things you'll notice about this dozer in this walk around video here is the rollover cage, or the rollover protection system. These were mandated, I'm gonna say starting in the late 80s to early 90s. All heavy equipment and farm tractors over a certain weight and size were required to have a rollover protection system, or ROPS bar, and this one's got the full enclosure with the cage. Of course, you've got your standard Donaldson type air filter on the front. Up here, right here is your Donaldson air cleaner. That's pretty much standard on all John Deere and other heavy duty construction equipment from the era. I don't know if the Donaldson is still really widely used as it was about 20-30 years ago. I mean, everything back then had a Donaldson air cleaner on it, and if it didn't, than you know, I guess you probably weren't getting a name brand, air quote, machine. But International Harvester used Donaldson, John Deere, Alice Chalmers, even later on into the Deutz Alice takeover. But yeah, continue along the side here. There's your battery box right there, and here's the dealer that the company bought this machine from. Yeah, I couldn't find an hour meter on this. I would tell you how many hours this Dozer has, but I could not find an hour meter. I'm gonna guess it's probably in the honestly, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you, but this machine has definitely done a lot of work. Another feature I forgot to mention about this Dozer here is it's got the 6-way blade, which are pretty much standard on all Dozers of this size by the 1990s. I mean, you were lucky if you got a 6-way blade on any Dozer earlier than 1980. I'm gonna say it's 85, but yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd do a little walk around here and share this old John Deere 650G Dozer with everyone. Just a real kind of a neat machine here. So I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna just kind of walk around it now. One last thing before I go. Here's the identification number here. This is made at their Moline, Illinois production plant. They made a lot of stuff there over the years, but I thought this was pretty cool. I don't know, is my camera focusing? Can't tell. Anyway. There you have it, folks. There's the John Deere 650G crawler dozer walk around video. Any comments, questions, let me know, and I'll get back to you later on. Thanks for watching.